How y'all doing out there today? Listen, I think it's time we finally tell the truth about what's going on in the world right now with the so-called Muslim threat and the border crisis. The bottom line to all of this is our governments over the last several decades have been meddling in the affairs of other countries to a point to where those countries backed off. Around 73 to 74 with the OPEC oil shutdown. That's really where this began. Our country going around the world. At first, we were buying the oil. We were propping up kingdoms. We were propping up businesses. The British found oil over in the Middle East, I think around 1908. Since then, it's just we made a lot of people rich. We changed the names of countries. I mean, come on, y'all. You got to look at what we've done over there. It got to a point where these people got rich. They believed the lies that we told them. They trusted us. They thought we were going to keep business. Then they got big and they got a lot of money and they got a big head and thought they could shut down that oil. And since then, they have systematically demonized the Middle Eastern people by using their religion, the Islamic faith. This Islamophobia going on is a creation of that. But here's where I want to get down to why it's going on. I want to tell you why there's a Muslim threat, and I want to tell you why that there's a border crisis right now, and all these Hispanics, and they are Hispanics since they're from South and Central America, South Central America, Mexico, some of them. And why they blown this out of proportion and why they're lying to you about it. Why they got you hating people. Why people like this man that went over all the way to cross from Australia to New Zealand just to kill Muslims. He wrote it down why he did it. Whether it's a psyop or not, this is the story these people are getting, and they're believing the story, and you're believing the story. And here's why: these Muslims are everywhere around the world. Australia, New Zealand, all you countries in Europe, England, United States, Canada. You know why the Muslims are in your country? Because our governments went over there and murdered them. We bombed them to death. We watched them take their dead babies out of their homes. They got nowhere to go. How many times you got to hear this before you realize that we caused this? Yeah, you didn't go over there and you didn't do nothing, but you're driving around with that gas, ain't you? That's the thing. All this was over oil, y'all. It wasn't no. And then listen, you bragged it on in the 90s when the coal got hit. They kept this going on. Not in 90 and 91, when we went over into Iraq to save poor Kuwait, we were actually saving Saudi Arabia and saving Kuwait because all the oil fields. You never saw it was about anything else but oil field. That's why Hussein went out there and busted them all and lit them up. To throw it in Big Oil's face. We talk, everybody, you should know this history. And then there was September 11th, 2001. Every single one of us know that it was not some Saudi Arabians. And look at there, even there, they messed up their storyline. Bin Laden was a Saudi Arabian. These are the oil barons of old. The new oil barons that are trying to come up are now down in Venezuela. This has been going on for decades as well. The turmoil in Venezuela is always over oil. It's always one superpower manipulating the government and another superpower trying to break it down. It's all about oil. So I want to keep this. Oh, and the other thing is, when Muslims do go to other countries, I want to point this out for all you Christians out there that hate the Muslims and think that they're trying to put Sharia law. All you that fear the Muslims for spreading their faith and trying to spread their faith. Let's get something really clear. Christians have gone around the world for the last 400 damn years spreading the Christian faith. They've even done it with the Crusades. They've done it at the edge of a sword. When Christians go to another place, they start talking about Jesus Christ. That's what they're supposed to do. You go and you witness. You want to make the whole world Christian because you believe Jesus is the Savior and going to get you to heaven. Well, guess what? They believe their doctrine. They believe what they've been told. They believe that everybody should be Muslim. So they're going to spread their faith. That ain't no damn difference between what the Christians do. So if you're going to be a hypocrite and say, oh, the Muslims are coming to my town. Oh, my God, they built a mosque and they're going door to door and they're asking people to be Muslims. Well, go tell the damn Jehovah's Witnesses that come to my door every damn Friday want me to go to church. Huh? Y'all need to wake up to your damn hypocrisy. You need to wake up to the Hegelian dialect. But this is the white Christian Hegelian dialect. They made a problem for white Christians because white Christians seem to use the most oil. How about that? And the Hegelian dialect, for all y'all that don't know what it is they make a problem and they give you the solution. Well, they made the problem. They displaced millions of families and they're still doing it today. These families had nowhere to go. So these NATO countries that went over there united and took them all out. Remember after 2001? Huh? Remember after September 11th, everybody was join or die, join or you're the enemy. You're either with us or you're against us. And all these countries jumped on. Y'all went over there and y'all killed these people, and they hate your guts. You don't get that? And there's about 2 billion of them. So think about that. They're their own group of people. They want to go door to door and spread their faith. They want to live their life in their country, but your government's in their country. So I don't want to hear no more about your fear mongering about how evil they are. They wouldn't be there if your government didn't put them there. Change your government. But what you really need is to change your heart, because what I've seen out of all this, especially with the New Zealand part, it puts together all these things I've been hearing the last couple of years. Ban the Muslims, hate the Muslims, build a wall, get all these brown people and all these Hispanics and all these Arabs out of here. We don't want these people around us. That's your fear, but that's coming from these leaders that are bought out by big oil. Huh? So you're just a bunch of suckers. You're falling for a lie because they gave you a problem. Yes, some Muslims are out there. There are some Muslims that just lost their mind. Maybe they held their dismembered baby and had to bury their children because American bombs or British bombs or Australian police training their police, and the police beat them to death. Yeah, that's what y'all do, Australia. Y'all train their police over there. Those super sick sons of bitches. Y'all make sociopaths. Everybody's guilty of this. But there's a solution to it, since I'm sitting here getting in your ass and telling you the truth, because I'm tired of it. I got a niece that married an Egyptian man, and she's Muslim. They're the most peaceful people I ever seen. They don't even care about the Christian stuff. And she walks around down here south wearing her habib and doing what she wants to do, and people give her a smug look. Yeah, well, fuck y'all too. There you go. I thought it was a place where everybody had a religious freedom. And yes, they want to spread it just like you Christians do. Just like you do, go door to door, all with your Bible, beating it in my face. Won't even drink my sweet tea. Won't don't have no manners no more. Y'all used to even have manners. Now it's come up. It's like join or die. You're going to burn in hell if you don't come with us. Wow. You just like the Crusaders, man, except you ain't got a sword. I'm tired of it. These people ain't done nothing to you, but the reason that they're bucking now is because they have been attacked. They have been attacked, and now that they attack back, wow, you're upset. That's a surprise. Shocked. People defend themselves. People have revenge in their hearts too, just like you got revenge in your heart. Just like you want somebody to pay for what they did. They want somebody to pay for what they did, what's been done to them, to their babies. Look at Palestine, and you want to talk to me about how much you hate Muslims and it's an evil thing, God? But you talk about how mean them people are. Go pin somebody up, murder their kids, and take their water and take their food, and then tell the rest of the world that you're being attacked, and then see how you feel. This shit ain't funny. It ain't funny at all, and that's why I'm putting an end to it right here with me personally. I don't want to hear no more. Don't send me no more videos about a Muslim guy beating some up. Don't send me no more videos about MS-13, which is in Los Angeles, California, by the way, and an American gang. Don't tell me about how Mexicans raped this woman or did this. I don't want to hear it. The problem was created. The problem was created, and they gave you the solution. And the solution is to fear it so they can kill it and ban it and put all this up. There's too many people on this planet as there is, and they need to get rid of about 2 billion. And it just so happens about 2 billion are Muslim and brown. And y'all falling for this shit. Y'all are falling for it. And I ain't gonna hear it no more. That's just the way it is. There ain't no the Muslim threat that is here now is created. And we fuel it with fear and complying with these bullshit given solutions. So here's a solution. Like I said, here's a solution. It's the same solution to everything. Turn around and look at them and say, hey, it ain't me, brother. I didn't do that to you, and I'm not going to fear you. We live side by side, so let's me and you get along. You go worship over there, and hey, thanks for offering, but I don't want to come to the mosque. I like to say God instead of Allah, but I still love you, brother. Here's a bag of potatoes. Have something to eat. Love your brother. That's the solution. Tell them it ain't our fault that super rich elite fucks are fucking with our heads. Tell them that you were wrong, that nobody on this planet's life matters any more than the next person's. Tell them that you don't support your government's murdering their countries. Tell them you don't support the big oil bastards that have bought out your governments. Australia, United States, they bought it out. Look at what England has done. England's back behind all these big petroleum corporations. Y'all need to look into that part deep. Y'all really need to look into the oil war and who does what with this money. You really do. It's the reason we're having wars. It's the reason Muslims are all been put all around the world. And let's guess what? They put them in certain places for reasons. Why didn't they relocate them in just different places of the Middle East, huh? Huh? Did you ever stop and think about that? No, they put them in predominantly white areas. England, Europe, Australia, New Zealand. They put them there. And these people are just like the white Christians there. They will go spread their religion. They will live their way. That's their right. They have a culture. They have a being. They have a name. They know who the fuck they are. They live their life. No, it does not mix with white society. I'll give you that much. But it don't mean you kill them. The Hegelian dialect is so clever, y'all, because they make the problem. There was never a problem before the oil embargo. There was never a problem before the oil embargo with the Middle East. And that was, and I'll give it this much, that was a matter of some kind of national security. We shouldn't be dependent on one area to give us oil, and we were at the time, but that's because America got caught with their pants down. That's because they got caught with their eggs and all in one basket. That's because these big oil bastards just thought that they had all these ragheads under their control. Well, those people believed their lies. They believed the fake man named Osama bin Laden that the CIA put over there in the 80s. It ain't nothing but superpower wars, man. We ain't nothing but chess pieces. But you ain't going to sit there and tell me anymore that these Muslim people are all bad, or even this percentage of them. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. They were provoked. Go knock a wasp nest one time, see if you don't get stung. You don't go kill people and their children and take away their livelihood and not expect something. And you don't go mix them up in areas where they ain't supposed to mix up. Most of these people, by the way, if you'll look at the statistics in the town, most of these people were put in places in Europe, Australia, and New Zealand that does have a high demographic of white racism. Why would they put them there of all places? Think about that. They try to start the problem. All you got to do is throw a few little ingredients together and you got something. You get me? But until you start like an omelet, all you got is eggs, some cheese, and some onions. Until you mix it all together, you don't got an omelet. They know how to make omelets, y'all. They're making one out of your brain. And that's the other thing, too. You're thinking like you're being told to think. And you want me to call you intelligent? You want me to say that I want to come to you for knowledge? I want to listen to you? I feel sorry for you. I fucking feel sorry for you. The worst pity that I could feel for anybody. Worse than a blown up body in a shithole. I feel sorry for you if you believe these fucking lies. Yes, these people have been provoked. Yes, people are fixing to come up here from Central America, but look at the reason why. They created the problem and they gave you a solution and you fell for the first solution, which was hate. So that shows me where a lot of people's hearts are. A lot of y'all can easily hate like that. Not even look at another life like it's a little baby in your arms, man, or your baby, or your child, or you. It's always somebody else from an evil religion and an evil race and an evil region. Well, I think you're evil, and I pity you. I'm sorry, I got fired up. I'm tired of getting messages too, by the way. If you just want to put it down, I need to clean my spirit up a little bit. I look in this abyss a little bit too long, but I hear back from a lot of you and you mean well. So I don't want to hear about your Muslim Islamophobic fear. I don't want to hear about your racism anymore for a little while. I don't want to hear about your hatred. I don't want to hear about any of your problems that mean you hate somebody else. If it deals with hating somebody else, I just don't need it for a little while. My soul can only take too much. But my heart as a man, you hard than that. You hard than that. And I feel sorry for you. And I don't like feeling sorry for nobody. Matter of fact, I pity you because you're fucking ignorant and you're killing other people. Whether you think you're pulling the trigger or not, you're killing people with you complying, with you saying, oh, it's okay because I believe the lie. You wouldn't even look into it for a second. Just went straight to hate, didn't you? Think about that. That's how you get people fired up. Guess what, though? As hard as this is to say right now, I love y'all too anyway. Yeah, I don't care if you were dumb enough to fall for the lie. I'm just trying to tell you that you were fooled. Now it's time to stop being fooled. You want to end a so-called Muslim threat. You want to end hell, the problems between black and white folks, the problems between men and women, the problems between gay and straight, the problems between us and the people coming over here from the war. It's got one solution. is turn around and say, hey, man, that ain't me and that ain't us. We live together. When you live together with people, you don't worry about people all around the world. Think about that. The solution is love, but it ain't the kind of love you're thinking. You ain't got to like what they do or even accept their ways. You just got to love them and respect them as being like you. And quit accepting the death of children. Jesus fucking Christ, what has this whole world become? How can just babies die everywhere in war and famine and God, and even in our own hands, in our own homes, and we don't care no more? Life really doesn't have no value. That's sick. But don't quit falling for this lie and quit coming at me about it, because I don't want to hear it no more. I'm sorry. I do. I got my limits on stuff, and that's my limits. Like I said, I got a niece that's Muslim. I got to look her in the face. So think about that. I love y'all. Peace. Don't live in fear. That fucking fear.